Bhavani Akina has worked in IT industry in the USA for 20 years. She has traveled extensively to understand world issues and natural solutions. She left her job in the US and educating students to bring sustainable living practices. Bhavani has joined hands with Manavta and has taken leadership for 3H mission and sustainable development goals. She has been working with a number of schools in India to bring eco-friendly and healthy living practices. She has adopted eco-friendly living principles and practices religiously as an example to modern society. Now, she has been training people with simple, scientific, sustainable living methods. Over to you, ma'am.
I'm really honored to speak on Mr. Kalam's birth anniversary because he is really a good example for leading a simple and sustainable lifestyle. I request all of you, please do one thing for me. That is, stop worrying and stop waiting for someone else to take care of this planet. And he, she, they, and I need to take an action. It is here and now. Sustainability happens every part of our life. I founded Nurture 5 to nurture water, soil, earth, forests, all living beings for a happy planet and healthy life. Mr. Kalam, a minimalist who holds few books, few clothes, and Veena laptop, one CD. That's a good inspiration for all of us. I would like to share 3 pillars of sustainability. That is education, health, and farming. Education. So today's education, we have following and lifestyles. That is use and throw philosophy. The kids, what they breathe, what they eat, what they drink, water, any other drinks. It's all polluted. It is all riddled with a lot of chemicals and plastic. So we need parents, teachers, we need to practice and teach sustainable thinking and reusing and protect and preserve natural resources. So I started working with a lot of schools to adopt sustainable practices as part of their education system. I have seen a tremendous impact, which I have never even imagined. They're trained in organic farming and making natural cleaning products, reusable products, at the same time, entrepreneur skills, yoga and meditation, waste management, rainwater harvesting at the schools. So this is how they have empowered. Surprised to see the kids whom they have got trained, they went back to their villages and cities. They started doing the plantation drives on their own. I didn't even teach them. At the same time, they started plastic-free living campaigns and organic farming, helping farmers because they are growing their food, what they are eating in the school. This has really thought, okay, we can, as an individual, we can make an impact. These kids can start sustainable communities. They can be entrepreneurs, they can be industrials, they can be a normal human being, but sustainable practices in their mind. That is the future. When it comes to health, yes, I would like to quote from Ayurveda, that is, prevention is better than cure, always. So healthy body leads to healthy mind leads to happy life. Healthy mind and body we can get by practicing yoga and meditation. How do we eat healthy food? I'll give you a secret. Don't tell anyone, okay? That is, we need to cut down, stop, reduce packaged and processed food. This is the only way I became healthy. Later on, we'll think about eating organic food and all the other stuff, cool stuff. But this is the first initial step we all need to take and preach our kids, future generation. The next one, we need to go back to our grandma's natural remedies for curing simple illnesses. Instead of running to the farmers for chemical fixes,
ఫోటో తీసి వాళ్ళే పంపించారండి.
if we environmentally conscious about how we drink and how we brush our teeth and how we travel with reusable bags, how we eat our food and everything with the sustainable way, then we can build happy planet, healthy life. Next comes to farming. So farming, I've been working with a lot of farmers. Now it is the time to have support systems and have structured, rewarding structures on the part of the governments, and the part of the NGOs and philanthropists. Everybody needs to start promoting organic and natural farming. We need to bring back all sustainable practices our ancestors have done. It's not a rocket science. We just need to go back to roots. Either it could be mulching, rainwater harvesting, mixed cropping, and natural fertilizers, mixing with the modern technology, digital monitoring, at the same time, natural pest repellents. This is how we get healthy food. Just imagine our ancestors have not taken care of the land. We would have ended up already with the plastic globe by this time. I would really like to conclude with Mahatma's quote, that is, Earth can provide everyone's needs, not everyone's greed. If we can limit our needs, if we began to think like minimalists, like our Mr. Kalam, like our ancestors, then we can see a paradigm shift in the society. If only happens if the sustainability in agriculture and healthcare, the same time consumption and production industries, you all come together and practice sustainability practices, then we can see a paradigm shift. We can build peace and harmony on earth. Again, I would like to repeat, please stop worrying, please stop talking about global warming. Start taking action, that is living sustainably at a community level, at an individual level, at a national level, and global level. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Ms. Bhavani, for your valuable words, and it's really heartening to know the valuable initiatives you have come across. And especially, it's happy to know that you are creating many role models, especially the youngsters, towards a happy planet. We wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Also, through Lead India, please do keep us posted about all the activities. We will be definitely inspired with it and will follow the same. Once again, thank you so much.